Bro, 12 months ago, everyone in my life thought I was losing my mind. My family, my friends, my ex, they all said the same thing. Royce, just get a job. Stop this online nonsense. You're 30 years old. You need to grow up. And sitting here 12 months later, man, I'm so grateful that I ignored every single one of them. And look, I'm not going to tell you to, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and tell you that I'm some millionaire now, because I'm not. I haven't made a single dollar yet from this thing that I'm building, but something way more important happened. I learned how to not quit on myself when everyone else thinks I should. And if you're watching this, you're probably dealing with the same pressure right now. You've probably got people telling you to be realistic, to get secure, to stop chasing your dreams, and just start chasing paychecks. And honestly, there were moments I almost caved. Like, there was this one day around month 6 where I was literally eating tuna and rice. Eating mee goreng for fucking dinner. Checking my bank account obsessively. And my mum calls me asking, when am I going to get serious about my future? And for 20 minutes after that call, I'm on Indeed, Seek, looking at jobs, marketing coordinator, sales associate, customer service rep, all these positions that would give me a steady income and just make everyone happy. But then I realized something that changed everything. I was about to trade 40 years of my life for the comfort of not disappointing people for the next 6 months. Because here's the thing. When your friends took those jobs, what happened? They got comfortable. They stopped growing. They started talking about the weekend by Tuesday. They became the guys who live for Friday and dread Monday. Is that really the safe choice? Spending 40 years building someone else's dream while your own potential dies a slow death? That's when I developed what I call my personal reset framework. Because I realized the real problem wasn't that I didn't have a job. The real problem was that I kept quitting on myself every time things got uncomfortable. Like, I'd start a project, I'd hit resistance, and then boom, I'd find some excuse to stop. I'd get excited about working out for, a few days. I'd do it for 3 days and then quit. I'd start eating healthy, meal prep for a week, and then order pizza because I deserved a break. The pattern was the same everywhere, and taking that job, that would just be the ultimate version of quitting on myself. So instead, I created a system to rebuild trust with the guy in the mirror, to become someone who actually follows through when he says he's going to do something. And bro, when you develop that, everything changes. Not just with money, but with how you see yourself, how you show up, how other people respond to you. So I put together this system, right? First, a 7-day masculine reset to help guys bounce back from breakup, heartbreak, and tap into their full potential. Because I realized that every time I lost myself in a relationship, the bounce back was where I actually grew the most. Now, the reset isn't just about getting over someone. It's about becoming the type of man who doesn't lose himself in the first place. But then I realized guys needed more than just the initial reset. They needed a complete framework to stop quitting on everything, whether it was their fitness, their goals, their dreams, their potential. And that's where the anti-quit system comes in. It's a complete transformation framework for guys who are just sick and tired of starting over every few months. Now look, this is just one piece of a complete framework I've developed. And if you're tired of starting things and never finishing them, if you're sick of everyone around you thinking that you should be realistic, I'll put together something that might help. Because here's what I want you to understand. Everyone who's telling you to get a job, they're not looking out for your best interests. They're trying to make themselves feel better about the choices they make. When you choose the unconventional path, right, when you bet on yourself instead of betting on security, it makes other people feel uncomfortable because it reminds them of all the dreams they gave up on. Don't let their comfort become your prison. The world doesn't need another guy who's settled for safe. It needs you to figure out what you're actually capable of. Now, if you're ready to stop losing yourself and start building something real, I put together the free 7-day masculine reset guide. It's everything I learned about bouncing back stronger, whether you're dealing with heartbreak, job pressure, or just feeling stuck in life. It's not just motivation, it's a complete framework for men who are tired of starting over every few months. Top link in the description. It's completely free. Download it, go through it, and prove to yourself that you can rebuild stronger than before. Use it as a 7-day challenge. Because the world doesn't need another guy who settles for comfortable. It needs you to become who you're actually meant to be. I'll catch you guys in the next one.